There are moments in history when a single voice becomes more than a voice. It becomes a compass, a mirror, a reminder of who we are and who we still have the power to become. Today we honor one of those voices, the Reverend Jesse Louis Jackson, a son of the South, a student of Dr. King, a builder of coalitions, a challenger of systems, and a believer in the unfinished work of justice. As we move through Black History Month and we sit with the weight of his passing, we step between the blurred lines to reflect on the life and the legacy of a man who refused to let America forget his promises. Jesse Jackson was born in Greenville, South Carolina in 1941, a time when the world he entered was determined to limit him before he could even speak. But he learned early that limitations is a suggestion, not a destiny. He rose from segregated South to the front lines of the Civil Rights Movement, joining Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and becoming one of his most trusted young organizers. He wasn't just present, he was persistent. He understood that movements are not built on moments alone, but on the daily, disciplined work of showing up. After Dr. King's assassination, Jackson carried the torch forward, refusing to let the dream dim. He funded Operation Push and later the Rainbow Coalition, organizations built on the belief that justice is not a single issue fight, but a shared struggle across race, class, and circumstances. In the 1980s, Jesse Jackson did something many believed was impossible. He ran for president of the United States, not once, but twice. And while he didn't win the nominations, he won something else. He expanded the political imagination of a nation that had long underestimated the power of Black leadership. He built multiracial coalitions. He registered millions of new voters. He opened doors that others would later walk through, including the historic election of Barack Obama decades later. Jackson's campaigns weren't just political, they were symbolic. They were declarations that America could be more than its past if it had the courage to be honest about its present. Reverend Jackson's influence didn't stop at America's borders. He negotiated the release of hostages overseas. He advocated for peace in regions torn apart by conflict. He spoke truth to power whether the room welcomed it or not. But he also never forgot the communities that shaped him. He fought for workers' rights, voting rights, economic justice, and educational equality. He showed up in the union halls, in churches, in neighborhoods where hope felt thin. He believed leadership meant proximity, not distance. Jesse Jackson was not a perfect man, and he never claimed to be. He was bold, outspoken, sometimes controversial, always unafraid, but the history rarely remembers the quiet ones. It remembers those who dared to push, to challenge, to disrupt the comfortable narratives America tells itself. His legacy is layered. It is complex. It is human, and that's what makes it powerful. Reverend Jackson leaves behind a legacy that cannot be measured in titles or awards. It lives in the millions he inspired to vote, in the activists who learned from his organizing, in the politician who stands on the foundation he helped build, in the belief that justice is not a destination, it is a discipline. His passing is a reminder that giants do not live forever, but their footprints do. As we honor him this Black History Month, we remember that Reverend Jesse Jackson was more than a leader. He was a force, a bridge, a reminder that progress is possible but never promised. And so in his memory, we keep pushing, we keep building, and we keep believing. Because as he often said, keep hope alive. And maybe that's the legacy that matters most. So let's take a moment and honor the work of the late Reverend Jesse Jackson as he passed this morning. And as we celebrate Black History Month, and as we go through all these issues politically, I mean, it's crazy. But if we band together, it's hard to pull us apart. So until then, stay kind. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.